see that dumb ad in a second.
To you by the following
Okay.
response.
Ask me anything about Persona.
Persona 4 Ultimax.
My first question is, did anybody really ask for a Persona fighting game? Like where did that come from?
Okay, this is done by the people who did, not Blaze. I think it's Blaze Blue,
I thought it was BlazBlue or whatever, right? Or however you say it.
or like Guilty, and they did Guilty Gear as
Guilty
well.
Gear, yeah.
It came from those people. I don't know necessarily that like anyone, asked for it,
Yeah.
but it's here and it's actually pretty good.
Oh, Arc System Works, yeah.
Yeah. So the one thing that we were asked not to do is show the story mode. This is actually a direct sequel to the first game.
Yeah, which bleeds into my next question. So, because there was what was it, Persona 4 Arena before, and now it's Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, right?
This is a direct sequel to that.
So I guess the the first one did well enough to warrant a sequel.
Yeah, a lot of people really liked it. I've actually heard a lot of people refer to it as it was tournament level. I mean, like Blaze
Really?
Blue. Yeah,
The first one?
Yeah, Blaze Blue. There were a bunch of people out there that. I'm trying to.
Yeah, there was a cult following for Blaze Blue.
Yeah, well, there still is.
Yeah.
I think she's the only partner I have right now. Yeah, and it was pretty well balanced. There was actually some depth to the game itself. And, it looks pretty. So there was, a following for it. And it was this weird overlap of fighting and Persona.
Yeah, so it's Persona 4 in the title. Is it just Persona 4 characters fighting, or is it got...
It's 3 and 4. And it wouldn't make sense for a lot of the Persona 2 characters to kind of show up, because these games take place so far away from they normally take place 5 years apart from each other. Mm-hmm. So the youngest person from Persona 3, when you're playing Persona 4, you encounter her in passing, and she is a senior about to graduate. When you actually go back, and I think she was just entering high school, maybe not even in high school during that game.
Because you played all the Persona games, right?
I have played 3
and 4?
And 4 extensively. I have played 1 and 2 a little bit. 2 was really weird because it had an entire second arc, an entire second story, but it was so counterintuitive on how to get to it that it was just I have no fucking idea how they expected people to figure that out.
Because the first 2 games were on PlayStation 1.
Yes.
And then it was Persona 3 was on PS2.
Right?
Persona
3 and Persona 4 were on PS2.
Yes.
And Persona 4 was a really late gen Persona game. It came out well into the 360's life.
Yeah.
Persona 3 was... I actually think that Persona 3 was out around the same time as the 360. It was out definitely around the time the 360 came out.
Yeah. I think it was 3 that we got for review, and I remember
it was 4.
That was 4?
You sent it to me.
Yeah, right. Because I think because I was like, I need to play Persona. I'm ignorant about this series. I want to learn more about it. So I played it for like 2 hours or something. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and then that's when I sent it to you because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I
Like,
played.
it is a heavy game.
Persona 4 was famous that for the first 5 hours of the game, you don't do it's all text. You don't even enter a dungeon.
Yeah.
And it's like all plot and shit. And Persona, it's kind of weird because it's like that game does such a good job of being like a high school simulator. It's kind of unbelievable. Like just like your daily like hanging out with your friends life, like getting a girlfriend, joining clubs, becoming involved in those. It's like, and then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, the only real reason that you're doing this shit is because it like boosts your like how powerful you are in dungeons.
Yeah, exactly. How well liked you are with your friends and stuff, how socially determines gameplay.
Yeah, because every single person in the game has a corresponding tarot card assigned to them, and when the higher friendship level you are with them, the higher the tarot card rating, so the better merges you have when you make those demons. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a heavy game. I mean, this is for the hardcore. Like I said, I tried playing it, and I was like, man, this takes a lot of effort just to.
I think I was
figure shit out.
Yeah, and like there are there's the normal ending, the good ending, and the true ending, and that's not counting bad endings you can get along the way. Those are just you've beaten the game. Like, and like the good ending or the normal ending is there, and then it's like the normal ending is there, and that's if you didn't catch the killer that was like killing everyone. And then there's the good ending that you do catch him, and I think that has one bonus dungeon in it. And then there's the true ending that has the longest dungeon in the game that's like 3 times longer than any other dungeon.
So not only is this a plot-heavy game, a very detailed RPG where you got to know what the hell you're doing just to survive. It's a difficult game. You got to, there's grinding involved. And this game, Personas take, what, 40, 50, 60 hours to beat?
I was at least 80 hours, if not more, into that game.
Jeez.
When,
see, that's... Yeah.
Well, and the funny thing is, when I was finishing up that game, in one of the last dungeons, I'm like, why the fuck am I having, like, such a hard time, like, doing all this shit? I'm level grinding, I'm pretty far, and, like, I couldn't figure it out. And all of a sudden I just kind of went, oh, wait a minute. Like, and I thought I had the best weapons that the store would sell me, and then I'm like, wait a minute. I have to sell them scrap to actually, like, have them improve weapons, and I hadn't done that for like 2.5 dungeons.
So you kind of screwed yourself.
Yeah, I was like
super grind.
Yeah, I was way behind in weapons. So I went and sold all of the scrap like items that I had to the store, and they had all these fantastic weapons, like even some rare weapons for those dungeons, because I hadn't actually. But, I'd been grinding a lot and I hadn't sold anything, so when I did, I had more than enough money to buy everything, and then, like, went back in, and, and you have a ton of colors that you can choose and everything. But, yeah, so I was just, and I bought those weapons and just basically stomped the rest of the game, and felt really fucking dumb.
Like, so...
So this is the Golden Arena mode. What it is you enter, I believe it's dungeons. They're themed after dungeons from the game, and they have a certain amount of floors, and your character can level up. So they'll get like a better attack, a better defense, more hit points, and you don't heal like in between battles. Like you have a partner that will heal you. But yes, I just wanted to explain what I was doing.
Yeah. So there's like the regular story mode, and then there's this like arena mode.
Yeah, and which is what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so continue to ask me questions about Persona because.
Well, I was gonna say, Persona is a very hardcore game, and like for me, I'm a bad person because I never played one, but I've always wanted to. But man, to sit through like, I think I started with Persona 4, just as you said, and I was like, this is crazy to get into all this. To get, you got to filter through all the fat to get to the good parts. To find the time to do that and put 80 hours into one game, that's this
80,
intense.
90, possibly 100.
Yeah, like that's crazy. So because of that, I've always been afraid of Persona because I know what kind of a game this is. Like I get it, and I know why people would play something like this, but fuck,
and
I don't
the
have that kind of
story's
time.
so good.
Yeah, I know. Like it's dark. From the small amount of time that I've played with it. But
I would recommend that if you have a Vita, you pick up Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah.
Which is like the perfect version of the game. You can pick up a used copy at GameStop for $10.
And Persona 4 Golden is what, like a remake of Persona 4?
It's like it's like getting the Game of the Year edition kind of thing.
With all like DLC and extra bonus shit.
It has like a ton of like bonus stuff. There was no DLC. It was a PS2 game.
Yeah.
So there's like,
but it's like probably Japanese dungeons that didn't make it in the US version.
No, everything made it over.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's Atlas. Atlas, like.
Yeah.
Atlas, if someone's like, I don't know, American audiences aren't going to really like that. Atlas is like, I don't think you fucking know who our audience is.
Yeah, we like Atlas.
Yeah. Atlas, for the most part, is like, our audience likes weird Japanese things, and if we don't put everything in, we're never going to hear the end of it, so everything makes it.
And then wasn't there Personas on PSP?
Those were remakes. Those were weird. Like there was so Persona 1 and 2, and I think like 2 had an expansion pack that eventually came out for it. And I'm pretty sure those all came out like full version, but those are weird because 2 is, you can kind of tell they're experimenting with what it will become, but 1, it's straight up a first-person dungeon crawler. The early Shin Megami Tensei games were first-person dungeon crawlers, so it was just real. That game's hard to go back to.
Yeah.
So, and like, there's like little trivial stuff that, like, I'm a fan of the series and I've like done some research that it's crazy that they go through some detail. Like for fans of the series, they always put nods in to the characters from the previous games. I mean, and what you have to remember is like some characters from previous games are dead. Like, they die at the end of the game. They just don't make it. So
the Persona universe is all the same universe, not like Final Fantasy.
It is the same universe.
Yeah.
Persona 2, in Persona 3, the characters from the first one are directly referenced in news reports randomly throughout the game. The main character from Persona 1 is in every single Persona game. There's an iconic butterfly that you see like all throughout the game, and it's like your save point in most of it. That is the character from Persona 1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Which goes back to my point of this being like a hardcore game. I mean, chances are if you played one Persona, you probably played all of them.
Or but like I said, it's just hard to go back to some of those earlier ones.
Oh, sure, absolutely. And so here with Arena Ultimax, let's talk about some of the fighting mechanics here. So when you're fighting, so first off, you know what? You got like a high attack, low attack, or like strong punch.
You have 4 attacks. Fuck.
Like high punch, low kick, high kick.
It's actually just I think it's like light and hard punch, and then light persona and hard persona.
Oh.
And that's it. So it's like
something different. Okay.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all you have.
So obviously you have your health meter. You know, the green meter at the top. What's the bottom? What are those 2 meters at the very bottom? They kind of like there's like 4 little bars.
Okay.
That like is super attack.
Yeah, that's like filling up your That's actually your magic points is what it's straight up referred to in the game, because you are using magic. So as odd as that sounds, like they have worked it into the universe. So by beating the shit out of the other person, it's just like Street Fighter basically with that. Yeah. But by beating the shit out of the other person, your magic boosts.
And now you unleash this magic by hitting a trigger button or a shoulder button or something?
It's the 4 face buttons.
Oh.
So it's like, what is it? Fucking, X and A are your character attacks, and then, Y and B are your persona. And, like, if you get into certain combos, like, your persona will summon on its own. And, like, if you just jam, like, A over and over again, it's a combo. Like, that'll get you into a pretty nice combo. But,
yeah,
like,
I see that. You know, you got an 8-hit combo here, you're racking up a 5-hit combo here.
Yeah. And, like, when you summon your persona, you can see it takes, like, a bit of your health. But it's blue, so if you don't get hit right away, it regenerates.
Ah.
So, but that's like for your really good attacks. Hey, how's it going, man? And you can see I'm like leveling up all the time, and you actually gain skills randomly.
And now, do you level up like?
Yeah.
Like RPG sets. So you get stronger equipment. You get better.
I don't get equipment, but like I'm selecting abilities right now.
Huh.
And then, like, like magic, endurance, all of that stuff as you play through.
Now, is that unique to just this arena mode, or is that
that's unique to this. Except, like, so you have a partner, and you have a social link with your partner, which is what they call your friendship level in the previous games.
Yeah.
And as you build that up, so as you fight with your partner, they actually learn more abilities that they can cast on you to help you out.
But the partner doesn't actually fight in battle.
No, but they heal you.
During
the battle. If you'll notice, like, as I'm playing, it'll randomly say regeneration 2, and it'll be yellow. That is my partner casting that skill on me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's kind of its own thing then.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's not like a straight, like, let's just try to be Mortal Kombat, let's just try to be Street Fighter. Like, they're adding these extra elements in.
Mm-hmm.
So then how is Ultimax different from Persona, the first Persona 4? Is it just more characters?
Oh, there's a ton more characters.
Because this is a full $60 game. This isn't like a DLC pack.
Is it? I thought it was like 50.
50 or 60, but I thought it was 60. Maybe I'm wrong.
It might be.
Either way, it's the price of like a full game.
Yeah, it is not, cheap. It's an entire new story mode. I know that probably isn't gonna work for like everyone. That it's like, oh, like a freaking story mode. I don't care. But I mean, like, I think I've played the story mode for over an hour at this point, and I've gotten into one fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's just
So
like
it's all
dialogue. Yeah.
Okay. This guy that you're fighting right here, if you got the limited edition version of this game, it came with what they call a bop bag, and you just like blow it up, with air, and you like physically like punch it.
Oh, like yeah. Like the weighted bottom thing. Yeah.
Like and it's this guy.
It's Teddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can totally see that.
Which is like, Atlas. Only Atlas is gonna do something crazy like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the story mode is super long, and it's kind of funny because Atlas put in the review stuff. No one likes spoilers. Please don't stream the story mode or like talk about it in reviews. And in all honesty, I wanted to like just write back and be like, you don't stream it because it's super boring if you're not the person playing it. Because it's like there's a bunch of it that's like just text. And like, I'm a fast reader, and I've definitely had friends come over and watch me play RPGs before, that they're like, I can't read what's going on.
Yeah.
Stop going so fast. So yeah, it would be awful.
Is the story mode just one big story mode? Like it forces you to play as one character or a couple of characters?
It
or is it like
goes through every character.
So you pick what? There's like 20 fighters or something. So you pick a fighter and you have a super long story mode just for that fighter.
No, it is the first one was like that. This one is what happens is there are story points, and as you advance the story, it'll unlock like 3 things that are happening at the same time with 3 different characters. One of them might be a fight. And then 2 of them might be a story. Or, like one of them might have some kind of decision you have to make. But yeah, that's kind of what the story mode is.
Interesting. So, okay, so you got story mode, you got arena mode, and then obviously you can play this online.
There's a score attack mode, yeah.
Is there anything else? Any other modes or anything?
There's like a couple other like classic arcade mode. It has your standard fighting game modes. I like playing the Golden Arena mode because, for the most part, this is the one that's the most different. And there aren't a ton of like different levels that you can play through in the game. As you'll notice, like we're going through a bunch of them.
This is the same level that we just played, basically.
But if you look in the background, like they actually do, like it'll be at night, or like there's one of them that it's like. There's like weird, super weird shit going on in the background all of a sudden, and it's just it's little touches that kind of make this game. I'm just wondering if my mic is picking up me slapping my arcade stick.
Yeah. So maybe we should clarify. Yes. This is the 360 version.
This is the 360.
360 and PS3.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping it was going to be on PS4 and Xbox One as well. Simply because those games they're kind of lacking in games in general at the moment.
Especially fighting games.
Yeah.
Minus like Killer Instinct. I'm sure they just reuse the same engine and everything, which is why it's on 360 and PS3.
Yeah, I figure that's why it did that, and I'm sure it would have been like a ton of extra work to put it on those 2 consoles. But like a higher res version of this would have been really nice with like nicer on compressed textures kind of thing. And, and we fought in the hallway before, but now it's like kind of on fire, as you can see. But yeah, it's also like there's another Guilty Gear game coming out like next month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a Guilty Gear game coming out next month, but I don't think Arc System Works. I don't think that team left that did the original Guilty Gear, so I don't know if they're working on it.
That was that Sammy Studios? Or that wasn't SNK, was it?
No, it was not. No, it. I don't know who it
I
was.
forgot who had that.
I think it was just. Was it Atlas?
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah, you should probably do that without, so it's not an hour of us just guessing back and forth about who released Guilty Gear.
I thought it was Sammy.
You look pretty strong, Are you ready?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, Arc System works in Sammy. Yeah, I was right.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, that team is no longer like involved with Guilty Gear as far as I know in any way.
Oh.
So as far as I don't know if they even worked on that. That's like why BlazBlue, like the last one came out, and then all of a sudden like BlazBlue came out on a different.
Yeah, and then people, the fighting crowd migrated towards that game. There was a...
Well, there was no... I saw a couple of people play... The problem with Guilty Gear is that on the highest level, everyone plays the same character.
Oh.
Yeah, and then, like, BlazBlue, like, the first one that came out, no one could play on a tournament level because there was an infinite hit exploit.
Oh.
And so, like, they kind of rushed the next one out, so...
okay.
Yeah, and, like, completely, wrote that character off. Like, yeah.
I won't lose.
But it was a hardcore fighting game. People really liked it.
Oh, yeah, I really like those games. The story mode is fucking insane. The story mode on BlazBlue is the worst thing that has fucking ever happened to fighting games. It's interesting to a point, but those people do not know how to shut the fuck up.
I mean, if it's a fighting game, do you really want a super long story?
When it's Persona, I don't care because it's a Persona story.
Yeah, well, that's...
So I know for a fact that, like...
You know what you're getting into.
And I know that the people who are doing this know how to write. But, like, BlazBlue, it was just... You know when you play, some JRPGs, and it literally just feels like they're talking for the sake of talking?
Yeah, they're always
text
heavy.
Yeah, well, it's just like, there's no reason this text is here. Like, this literally should have been removed. Yeah, that's like, BlazBlue has a lot of that.
I mean, you can... I guess I'll use the word excuse. You can kind of excuse that in a JRPG, but in a fighting game...
Well, it's a Japanese fighting game?
Yeah, still... I mean, well, so is Street Fighter.
Yeah, so are most good fighting games.
So are most good fighting games, right. I think outside of, like Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct.
I said good.
Well,
Hey, Mortal Kombat is...
Hey, I thought the last Mortal Kombat was actually really good.
I know, that's why I said Mortal Kombat is fine. It has not at all been a good game until recently. I hated almost every Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah.
Like, 1 and 2 were pretty much it for me. And then, like,
I didn't like 3.
I never liked 3, which is kind of funny because they're, like, you either like 3 and think it's the best one, or you absolutely hate it.
Yeah, I hated 3, I hated Trilogy, and then it just kind of fell off the boat from there.
Well, yeah, if you stayed for Trilogy at that point, like, even you were like, I don't even know why I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, Trilogy is when you kind of started disappointing yourself.
Yeah, it wasn't until the reboot, was it a couple years ago now? And then the new one looks, Mortal Kombat X looks pretty good.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be alright.
Yeah. If it's anything like the last one, I kind of have, faith in them. You know, I'm sure they're going to pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely put thought into what they were doing in those games, so... It's always nice to, like, when you can play a fighting game that's not utter garbage.
Yeah.
Except for the fucking last boss. Did they ever patch that?
With what, in Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. What happened with the last boss?
Oh, did you ever beat it?
I never played the arcade. A friend brought it over once, and we played it for like 2 hours. Just
Oh, you never played the story?
No, I didn't play the story.
Okay, so...
Was it Shao Kahn or something?
Yeah, Shao Kahn was damn near unbeatable. Yeah.
They always were, though. I mean, there was always a big difficulty spike in all the Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah.
You know, you got Shang Tsung, you got Shao Kahn in the second one, and with the Kintaro, really, really hard fights. And it's almost, you need, like, one round you'll kick the shit out of them, and then the next 4 you'll get destroyed. Like, the difficulty would just change from, battle to battle, from round to round.
Yeah. That one, it was super... Everyone I know, though, is like, no matter how long they played it or how good they got, it was always just like, he's fucking impossible. Like, it's always an issue. Like, and it's not even, like, normal fighting game issue. Like, people would put it down to, like...
Just unfair.
Yeah, like, the lowest
Unbalanced.
difficulty, and he was still, like, fucking completely unfair. Yeah, but this is Persona, so hit me with more questions. Come on.
Man, jeez. They haven't announced, like, Persona 5?
Yes, they have.
They have.
Yes.
And then is that going to be on next gens? Well, I know there's, like, maybe I guess I should clarify, because I know there's going to be Persona Q on the
3DS.
I was going to say 360. 3DS. And there's even the Persona Q limited edition console 3DS that's coming out too.
Yeah. Persona 5 is on both the PS3 and PS4. I mean, it's a Japanese developer, so it's very doubtful that they'll port it to the Xbox One or the Xbox. That's just...
The Xbox One has been selling like shit over in Japan.
Dude, there is... Like, literally, it looked like... I saw someone posted, like, the week sales of Xbox One.
Yeah, and they sold like 1,000.
No, they sell hundreds a week. And it was like one week I saw it, and I think it was like 105, and I'm like, dude, that's like... That could...
That's awful.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, 105 is like... a big internet cafe decided to get every seat with a TV and Xbox One.
Yeah, that was even the problem with the 360. It was never really a big push.
Oh, there was a huge push for the 360 over there. There was
not as big as Sony. I mean,
it's they're very xenocentric.
Yeah.
Over the if it's not a Japanese company or game, they would rather go with a Japanese product than one made anywhere else.
Sure. I mean, even the PS4 I heard is not selling that great.
It's selling better than...
Better?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what great Japanese games came out on the PS3?
Yeah. PS4.
3.
And even like the Vita.
Well, the reason they had to discontinue... Supposedly the reason they discontinued the PSP was because it was...
to push the Vita.
Yeah, and it was continually outselling the Vita.
Yeah, the PSP was outselling the Vita. I mean, look at the Nintendo and the original Wii. People were still buying Wiis, and then that's why they came out with the stupid Wii Mini, which does nothing, no internet or anything, for $100 because they want people to buy a Wii U.
Yeah.
Focus on that. Which makes sense, from a business standpoint. You can't...
Well, I mean, they probably had to disconnect that because GameSpy told them they were taking the servers offline.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a whole other topic, but...
I think I bought one Virtual Console game on that, and that was, like, some weird, like, Final Fantasy game when you don't even give direct orders
Oh,
to
My
your
Life
char-
as a Dark Lord or something?
Yeah, no, I don't even think it was that. It was, like
That
you're just
wasn't-
building a town
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, that's what. Well, there was the Dark Lord version and there was the Good Lord version.
Yeah, I played the Good Lord, but that was the one that came out first.
That was the first, right? Then Dark Lord came second.
Yeah. Yeah, I played that. I downloaded that because I'm like, cool, Square game, and I played it. I'm like, this is kind of neat and fun, and brings me back to PS1 days Square. And then after that, I was just kind of like,
Yeah, that's kind of how everybody was, I think.
no, I mean, I liked my Wii when something good came out for it. I have 10 Wii games.
Bro, I got a ton of Wii games. especially now,
Xenoblade?
They're really cheap.
Bought Xenoblade. I bought, was it Last Story?
Yeah, Last Story.
That was one of those things that it's like, I did kind of sign up for Project Rainfall.
Right. Well,
I only really did
those
it.
are really the games to get. I mean,
Well, Last Story is
I heard it wasn't that good.
It's kind of
I bought
forgettable.
it. I never played it.
You're not missing anything. Xenoblade's worth a play,
Yeah, well, yeah, and Xenoblade is going to be ported to the new 3DS.
which I am actually probably going to pick up. Have they
The
even
analog.
announced the release date?
No, I think it's coming out in Japan soon, or maybe it's even. No, I don't think it's out yet, but I think it's coming out soon in Japan. But no American release date.
But they have an Australian and like European release date, and it's this
Those are
year.
those are coming. I think America's actually coming last.
Well,
For whatever reason.
the thing is, like, I am playing Golden Arcade mode. You actually level.
Yeah, this
You
is
level
the
up
arena
your
mode,
character and Golden Arena mode, and you level up your character and get skills and stuff. So, like, your character will actually do more damage, get more hit points. You can summon your persona a couple more times if you level up right. It's interesting.
Different.
I like this mode.
It's personified.
Yeah, I like this mode because it actually does remind me a lot of 4, but I like this because it's kind of a break from playing arcade, and I doubt that I don't want to test my bandwidth right now because we've done that in the past and had very bad results doing that.
Yeah, when you're playing online while streaming, sometimes
Yeah.
the result isn't as desired.
Yeah.
How many characters are in this game? There's like a lot, right?
Yeah.
And there was just some free DLC.
There was free DLC. They all went paid now.
Yeah, it was like free for the because this game came out last week Tuesday.
On the 30th.
Yeah, so it's about a week.
Just over a week old. Yeah.
Yep. And it was free for that first.
Yeah, 2 characters were free. Maria and Adachi were both free for the first week. I actually, weirdly enough, Adachi they ended up keeping free longer than Maria.
And these were Persona 4 characters or 3?
Adachi was the bad guy in Persona 4. Which, sorry, spoilers, everyone.
I think it's allowed now.
Yeah, well, the game came out
Right.
6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. And the other one was a Persona 4 character new to Persona 4 Golden. So, yeah. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
and then they added one of the Velvet Room attendants.
You can play as Adachi.
Yep.
Can you play as him now, or you got to back out?
I can back out. I don't mind.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Fight!
I'm pretty much just leveling up Chie at that point. Let's go into some arcade mode. Also, you can download the entire story mode of the first game for this game for it's $10.
Oh, so you're not really missing. So this is like this. Yeah, this is the.
It is a direct sequel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. You can play as. This is for people who have played Persona 4. Will understand all this stuff. Rise, Junpei, Labris is from these games. He is from Persona 3. Elizabeth is a Velvet Room attendant. Adachi. Agus is a cyborg from 3. She is one of the characters from 3. Labris is the non-shadow version of Labris. She is one of the characters from 3. They are also from 3, I think. I have no idea who this guy is. Persona 4 character, 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 and the same guy. So you can see I have 2 locked.
Yeah, Persona 4.
But you can play as Rise, which is blew my fucking mind. So let's play as Adachi some.
You wanna play with me?
Yeah, this is a full $60 game, and it is available at stores and as well as digitally, so you can just download it right from the marketplace if you want the digital version.
Yeah.
Yeah, Persona Q is comes out November 25th.
Okay.
On
it's coming out this year?
360. Okay, because then you can even get the limited edition Persona Q 3DS XL console for $200.
Yeah, that is a non-canonical game.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. What I mean, I don't really know the background about it, but just to get something like that on 3DS, that's something to get excited about. Holy shit! The Persona Q is going to be a $50 3DS game.
Yeah, they've definitely done stuff like that before in the past.
Yeah, and then you can get the limited edition where you get some cards for $80. Wow, $50 3DS game.
Yeah, that is quite a bit.
If you pre-order, you get some tarot cards at GameStop.
Oh, okay. I'm sure I'll give them any business ever again.
We know how much you like the GameStop.
I think I go every time I walk into GameStop, I go off on a rant on Twitter for a good 20 minutes afterwards about why did I do that? Why did I do it again? Every time.
I like GameStop.
You did great. I'm so
I fucking hate GameStop.
They take a lot of my money. I trade in a lot of shit there.
Yeah, I never trade in anything ever. Ever.
Is anyone surprised by the results? Is this where your precious justice got you? You can't possibly think.
There you go.
Well, that's for a physical copy.
Next is
No, the funny thing is the guy, he doesn't work there anymore. So, but at my local GameStop, there's definitely a guy that every time a friend of mine who used to live with me for a little while, and every time we would go in to buy a game, the guy would be like, "Did you pre-order it?" No, it came out like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have any copies then, and it's like, well, what about the 8 that are behind you on the shelf? Oh, I guess you got lucky. It's like, dude, you didn't even look.
Yeah. Isn't there some kind of rule like they gotta hold it for like a week or
It's
something?
72 hours.
72 hours.
And depending on how, and literally depending on how many pre-orders of the game they got, they're only supposed to keep a maximum of, I think it's like 2/3. And it's like, I've been at a GameStop before that I've had a district manager literally tell me for like, back when like Call of Duty was like, you knew you were going to sell over, yeah, I worked for GameStop too. I actually worked for GameStop for 2.5 years. I worked there for a really fucking long time. I was an assistant manager. I fucking ran a store. Yeah, you would have the district manager call in and just say like, ignore pre-orders, just sell everything. You'll get in more copies.
Yeah.
Like, there are more copies coming in, just ignore it and sell. Like,
I can believe it. They just want, yeah, of course, they want to sell, or that's why they're there. They want to sell.
and it's like, well, why are we fucking taking pre-orders at all then? I can tell you exactly why we took pre-orders. It's because the money that they give you can put into an interest-bearing account, and then make money off of that.
Sure. Makes sense.
I once had a guy come in 2 years.
How does it feel when
Yeah, senior GA. I was I once had a guy come in 2 years after a game came out, asking for his reserve.
Did you just give him his money back, or how does that work?
We actually had a copy of it in.
Oh, no shit.
It was like a shelf display copy, but it was like
What game was it?
it was like Moto GP and then like a year number after it.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. So it was just
For the people that are just joining us, we're playing some Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. About a week old, just came out.
yep.
This is the 360 version. We can just hear you
Slapping
away.
the buttons, yeah.
Button mashing away.
Hey, I would recommend everyone get a fight stick. Just because when you get really drunk, if you have a big enough TV, it feels like you can just put on like some arcade games, and it feels like you're in an arcade. I've definitely done that before. And if you get like a MAME cabinet or something, you could just like go through all of your past awesome. Yeah, like play the Aliens arcade game.
There you go.
Or Aliens vs. Predator. You know, whatever floats your boat.
So does this arena mode ever end?
This is arcade mode.
Oh,
We
it's
switched
arcade.
over. The arena mode, there are a set number of floors that you can go on. So,
So
like
you can like reach the end and maybe see
yeah,
the end or
yeah. You
something?
actually, the first time that I lost in the Golden Arena mode, I was at the last floor of that, and I just lost to the boss. Yeah, so that was what? Yeah, so there are. It's like the first one's 50, the second one's 100, the one after that is.
And each floor is basically just one.
It's one
battle.
fight, and every 5 levels there's a boss battle.
this where your precious justice got you?
And the boss battles give you more experience to level up your character.
Mm-hmm.
And like, for some reason, I get money in this. I haven't figured out what I do with the money yet.
Did you play the first one? Not
Yeah,
the
I-
Ultimax version?
Yeah, I own the first one.
Oh. So would you say that the Ultimax version, like, is it better? Is it worse? Is it worth the full asking price is $60? Should you just play the first one? If you had to play one, would you just play this one?
If you had to play one, I would recommend getting this one. My problem with the Ultimax one is it actually came out a couple of years ago. It wasn't that recent of a game. I actually had a friend guilt me into buying it because he's like, you love Persona, you love fighting games, you love Guilty Gear, you love this stuff, so, you know, just pick it up, And, like, you know that this game is going to be a rare game, and it's going to be a bitch to find, and I'm like, fine, and I paid full price for it, and it's like, I think it was like 2 months later, it was like half price.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Sometimes you never know. I mean, sometimes games like these are super-ass rare, and then other times they just drop in price quick.
Well, a lot of it, I think, has to do with digital downloads now, which I still don't fucking understand that, like, you can get a $5 copy for the Xbox One of Call of Duty Ghost from Microsoft themselves, but fucking... but, like... If you wanted to,
Xbox Live Marketplace is still a full $50.
Yeah, no, 60. Because like I thought that's what you were talking about. But I thought that's what you were talking about at first. So I went there, and it's like $60. Fuck that.
Oh no, yeah. Oh, you you thought the digital Microsoft store?
That's what I
I should have sent you the link. Yeah. Sure.
No, and then I went there, but it was like I actually was photoshopping something. I got really caught up in a Photoshop, and like after I was done, I like found it, and it's like sold out, and I'm like, fuck my life.
I saw a tweet about it, and then right when I saw the tweet, it was like I just looked out because I happened to be looking at my phone, reading the tweets, and I clicked on it right away, and I bought it right there on the spot. You know, about 5 minutes after that tweet was out, and then I got a copy, but you know, and then you checked it 30 minutes after I...
Yeah, it was within half an hour, yeah.
I got my $5 copy. Which is pretty much all I would pay for that game anyway.
Well, yeah, I don't really like Call of Duty, but, like, if I could have gotten that game for $5...
$5 new, sure.
Yeah, like, I will play through I'll play through parts of a shitty story mode for $5.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to play...
I will pretty much pick up any piece of shit if it's $5.
Yeah, most people will.
I mean, actually collect video games. I have a problem.
Oh, yeah, we're in the same boat. So yeah, whenever you can get something for like $5 to that $10 range is that.
Yeah, $10 is when it's like kind of starting to push it for me.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
I might want this to be good. But I mean, like I have spent $10 on a game that I knew I would never play, but it was a decent game because my PlayStation 2 collection was one game away from filling out a shelf at that point. I think it was the second shelf at that point.
Yeah.
So it was just like, I just kind of was like...
I need something.
Yeah, I want to pick up something, and it was like Killer 13 or Killer 7?
Killer 7.
Yeah. So I just, like, picked that up. And it's like, even the person who sold it to me was like, are you really doing this? And I'm like, yeah, I collect video games.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot they ported that to PS2, because originally it was on Cube.
This is what reality is.
Speaking of Cube and fighting games, they just announced the Smash Brothers release date, the Friday right before Black Friday and Thanksgiving.
Yep. And Amazon orders aren't up yet.
Yeah, I know people were like the pre-order talk, and then like you can even pre-order like the Amiibos, I think, round 1 anyway, and they just announced round 2.
I have most of the Yakuza collection that has been released in North America sealed and unopened.
Oh, I have so many games that I bought that are unopened. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god! I have games that I actually know are worth money unsealed, and I'm like, I don't even want to know what this is worth sealed.
Like I have a copy. I think it like man, I don't know, like Wild Arms 4 or 5 sealed, still sealed.
Oh,
But-
those are shit games.
Yeah, but they're rare and they're worth something.
God, I think it was Wild Arms 3. It was one on the PS2.
Yeah, the first one was 3 on PS2.
The one that where you're riding horses. It must have been 3.
Yeah, that was 3. Because 4 and 5 went to like a hex battle.
Yeah, this one was like, I don't know. It was awful. Like, I offered it to like one of my friends for free, and he refused to take it. I think it ended up in a closet at some point.
Yeah.
Like open disc facing down.
I liked Wild Arms 1 and 2 on PlayStation 1. I bought 3. I got an achievement. Mashy, what does it say? Mashy?
Yeah, mashy.
Just hitting some buttons, huh?
Who knows what it is? I'd have to actually go and look how I earned it.
Yeah.
It's probably like doing the same combo over, like the one button combo over
Or
and
it's
over
probably,
again.
probably like get 1,000 combos or something like that. It's the bop bag guy.
You refuse to acknowledge his name is Teddy and he's a teddy bear. It's not that hard.
I need to bone up on my persona now.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Come on. He's a teddy bear. His name is Teddy.
I like the bop bag guy better.
Pop bag guy.
Looks like no A+.
And all of the voice actors from the games return, except for one of them who has actually straight up retired from voice acting.
Oh.
Yeah.
As like a big character or like a smaller side character?
No, it's a main fucking character.
Oh.
I do hear that Teddy's fur is so soft. But it's not really fur, it's like... I don't know what that is on him. And I'm confused all the time on how exactly Teddy functions, so... Pretty sure his name is Bop Bag. People are starting to side with you, asshole, okay?
Yeah, see, people like the bop bag name. That's what you get when you pre-order the game, 'cause I read the press release. They're like, if you pre-order, you're going to get yourself a bop bag. And I'm like, man, I haven't heard the word words bop bag.
Since you were a
Since
child.
since you buy a piece of shit like from the carnival or whatever.
Oh god, I have to get one of those clown ones. I have a friend that's literally terrified of clowns.
Yeah, that's like it's like a stupid clown thing that you like win at the carnival for like cashing in like 50 tickets or whatever.
No, a friend of mine, we were in the mall one time, and this guy in clown makeup came up to him and said, hey, what time is it? And he had a watch on, and he just went, and he's like, dude, what time, could you just look at your watch and tell me what time it is? And he's like, and he just like couldn't speak. And like one of the other guys who was there like had a watch on and told him, and he's like, I was just like, dude, what the fuck just happened? He's like, I terrified of clowns. And like a couple of times, like we've just been hanging out and something clown related will happen, and he's looked like literally about 10 seconds away from wetting himself. Like, it was a real concern that, like, he might need new pants at some point. And, yeah, no, so I need to get him a clown bop bag. Because that would be just absolutely hysterical to have to put him through as a human being. I think
He's not going to want to blow it up.
No, I'm just
you
gonna...
gotta give it to him like already full of air.
Yeah, there you go.
So he's got no choice but to take it.
Yeah, it most definitely was Stark. It's a pretty famous Stark story at this point, that he is terrified of clowns. So when in doubt, always give Stark clown presents.
Do you have to win 4 battles here that you're fighting? What are the little like card like triangle symbols, not rectangle symbols at the top there? Like one's like crossed out?
Oh, those are how many times I can summon my persona before it needs to recharge.
Okay, I didn't know if that was like how many rounds you have to win or something.
No, it's best of 3.
Yeah.
Someone else doesn't like clowns. Yeah, Stark is like thoroughly It's like one of those times that you like find out that your friend is legitimately like has a legitimate phobia of something, and you're just kind of like, wow, huh? Wow.
Well, now you know their weakness, and you can exploit that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So if I ever become a supervillain, well, let's be honest, he would be the supervillain. If you knew him, it would make more sense.
So, in terms of all the personas that you've played, would you actually put Persona 4 Arena Ultimax near the top of the list in terms of quality and fun factor?
I mean, yeah, it's a solid fighting game.
Do you think like Persona 4 Golden's like the best Persona? And then...
Oh, Persona 4, without a doubt, is Persona 4 is the best Persona. Just across the board, if you have a Vita, you owe it to yourself to get Golden.
Do you think you like this fighting game more than Persona 3?
I have a real... Persona 3 is what really got me into the Persona games. So
better than Persona 2?
Yeah, well, okay.
Going back to the old games that are hard to play.
More than like a dated game that's kind of hard to play, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Persona 2 though has the interesting fact of the black character that they changed to a white redhead.
Okay.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, no, Persona. Persona. Oh, wow. So I beat Arcade.
Oh, well, that's good. Get it on the stream.
Yeah. I hope credit rolls don't count as spoilers.
I think we'll be fine if it's just a credit roll.
Well, I think legitimately the only reason they didn't want us to show the story mode was because the game just came out.
Yeah, give it a little bit of time.
Yeah, and it's one of the few things that people are like really serious about with Persona stuff is
which is respectable.
Yeah. I mean, all I've been talking about the entire time is the plot, so it's completely understandable.
Just when it was getting fun.
So it's full $60 game, yes or no?
Yeah. If you like fighting games, it's totally worth it.
Now, would you say if you like fighting games, or do you have to be a Persona fan to like this?
I don't think it has anything to do with Persona.
Okay.
If you want
so it's more fighting than Persona.
The story mode is straight up Persona.
Yeah.
So
it kind of tailors to both.
Yeah. It's a deep fighting game. It really is.
A deep fighting game.
But they have the auto button thing in there for scrubs who like to pretend they're better, like me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that there's kind of something in here for everyone.
And this is going to be a highly competitive online fighting game too, assuming that it's it doesn't lag out or it's not a laggy game like Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
So yeah, because this is a hardcore fighting game, it's going to have a hardcore online, competitive, arena.
Yeah, well, the first one did. Persona 4 Arena, you can actually, we said this earlier in the stream, but you can actually download the entirety of that story for this. Because you want another 30 hours of just story content.
Yeah, that's cool.
And they do a summary on this in this one, and I was like, holy shit! There's like an entire layer, like 3 layers deeper in that game than I knew existed. Because, like, in the first one, it's like, oh, this like there's this weird stuff going on in the TVs, and that's where the demon world is in N4, and like it's basically this robot gets a personality and like gets a persona from it, and you have to help her out. And I thought that was the entire plot, but they like were summing it up in this, and I'm like, holy shit! Like, they're
that's cool. I mean, they just gave you more fan service from checking out the sequel.
Yeah, they summed up the entire thing, and I'm like, wow, I played through like a handful of characters' story in that, and I guess I played through.
Yeah, you missed out.
I played through the wrong ones. We are being told in chat that it is the depth is comparable to Marvel vs. Capcom, which makes sense because that game's kind of scrubby on the low level, but you go against someone who knows what they're doing and you're just fucked.
Oh yeah.
So
you get smoked in that game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Lamy Chan, yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's us for this week. Do you guys have any suggestions on what you want us to stream? Always, you can feel free to hit us up on Twitter. I'm at Gilman.
And I'm at Zach Gaz, ZACKGAZ.
And you can follow us on mygamer.com or our personal websites. Mine is farms.net.
And I am squallsnake.com.
Yep, and I stream throughout the week. We also have a Saturday stream that we do. Stark and I, one of the guys from my website, that you can hit up and watch.
Maybe we'll start up the podcast again?
Yeah, possibly. We'll see.
Always things on our plate.
Always stuff going on. So make sure that you follow us and check all that stuff out. But
if there's something you want to hear, or we welcome the feedback. We like the interactivity.
So, but thanks for watching this week, and we will catch you guys next week.
Game on.